Hey friends, it's Eric and today we're going to be checking out this new Bluetooth tracker for the Apple Find My network from Seinxon. Now I'm not quite sure if I pronounced that correctly. I can guarantee you I probably messed it up. So let me know how I should be pronouncing it down in the comments below. Now I'm particularly going to focus in this video about one version that they have, even though they have two different versions. They have the keychain version, and then I'm going to be looking at their wallet tracker. And they actually have two versions of their wallet tracker. They have the normal version, comes in a bunch of really cool designs you got to check out. You can see a few of them here. But the one that really interested me is their RFID blocking version. That's because this is the first Bluetooth tracker that I've seen that has RFID blocking included in the design. There are plenty of RFID blocking wallets out there on the market, but sometimes I don't want to use one of those. Plus, when you have one of these Bluetooth trackers in one of those wallets, it usually cuts down on the Bluetooth tracker range. So really wanted to see how this performed because it had the RFID blocking technology built into it. So without further ado, let's jump into the video. Now, for full disclosure, they did send a bunch of these out to me for full honest review, but that's not going to sway my opinion in one way or another. If I don't like something, I'm definitely going to let you know. Now, if you're new to Bluetooth trackers, they are simple little devices that connect to your phone wirelessly via Bluetooth. Now, there's a bunch of different shapes and sizes. Some are designed to fit onto your keys, some are made to fit into your wallet, and there's everything in between. And if you happen to misplace your item, you can simply go into the app, hit the play sound now, and it'll make a little tone on your device so you can happen to find it. Now understand, these are Bluetooth trackers. They are not GPS trackers. They have no GPS chip in here whatsoever. It only connects to your phone or someone else's phone that works with the Apple Find My app. But if you happen to misplace your item beyond the Bluetooth range, you can mark your item as lost inside the Find My app, and that will activate the Apple community that has over 1 billion active users to help you find it. So what that means is when other Apple Find My users get within Bluetooth range of your device, they will anonymously connect to it and send a GPS location of where connected, and that will go through their phone and notify your phone where connected. Then you can go to that location and hopefully find your belongings. But not losing your stuff in the first place is more beneficial. So Apple Find My does have a left behind feature. So say you're at restaurants and you leave your wallet behind. By the time you get to the car, it'll give you a notification on your phone to go back and get it. Unfortunately, this does not have ultra wideband, so if you're looking for that feature that the Apple AirTag has, unfortunately that precise finding feature is not available except for in the Apple AirTag, so you won't see that here. Now, the current version also can work on Android, only on the Seinxon app, but you cannot use it in both the Find My app and the Seinxon app at the same time. I actually tried that. Also, I don't recommend this for Android users. Their app doesn't seem up to par. There was a lot of bugs and it just didn't work as well as it should, like it does in the Apple Find My app. In the near future, they have told me that they will be releasing an Android Find My version. When that is available, I'm not quite sure. I don't even think it's out for Android altogether. I haven't seen any actual trackers out there, just advertisements. So at the time of this recording, I would only suggest that you get this if you're going to get it for the Apple Find My network. All right, let's move on to their design and size. Now they have the key finder version. It's about half the size of the wallet version, and it is about twice as thick as the wallet version, coming in at almost 3 millimeters. It comes in a bunch of different colors and designs, and it is rechargeable. They say it has a battery life of about 6 months or so. I've had it about 5 months, and it's still showing full power. Now, there are better Bluetooth trackers out there for your keys, so we're not going to talk more about this key finder version in this video, but just to let you know that it's out there also. But what we are going to talk about is their wallet version. There are two different versions. There's the non-RFID version and the RFID version. I don't suggest the non-RFID version. There are better wallet trackers out there on the market. This one also is rechargeable. It has about a 6-month battery life. I've had it for about 5 months and it still shows full power. And when you do have to charge these up, there's contacts on the back that you have to take the little clip that's included and put it onto those contacts and plug it into your USB-C wire, which they do not include. I don't like where you can lose these little clips to charge up the Bluetooth trackers. Unfortunately, if you do lose them, you have to buy a new one. And when it comes to the size of these wallet finders, they're about the size of 2 credit cards. They're the same width and height, but when it comes to the non-RFID, the thickness is at 1.6, roughly 1.6, sometimes 1.7. Obviously, my testing is very, very scientific. Not. And then when it comes to the RFID version, it's a little bit thicker, coming in around 1.9 millimeters. So it's a little bit thicker when you have the RFID version. Now, neither one of these can be called the thinnest Bluetooth wallet tracker out there on the market, but they are definitely up there in one of the thinnest out there on the market. Either way, you're not going to notice any difference between the two in thickness or any other wallet Bluetooth tracker out there in the market. You're really not going to notice that much of a difference. Now, neither one of these can be called the world's thinnest Bluetooth wallet tracker or wallet finder out there on the market, but they are definitely up there, or actually I should say down there in the thinness. But either way, you're not going to notice any difference between the thinness and where these come in at 1.6 and 1.9. You're not going to feel any different when these are in your wallet. Also, I mentioned there's a lot of different designs to choose from. I noticed some of the designs have markings on the back that say locate with Apple Find My. I really like that because if someone happens to find your tracker, they know to go into the Apple Find My and they can get this back to you a lot faster. But some of them don't for some reason. You can buy stickers online, which I'll leave a link down below, just to let people know to go inside the Apple Find My app. Now, all these also have a water resistance of IP68. You can see I've tested it here. I had no problem working when it was submerged in water. And you can tell from the build that this thing is definitely water resistant. And when it comes to the sound level, they advertise it does about 80 decibels, but here it is in my testing so you can hear for yourself. Obviously, you need a lot of luck on your side if this is in your wallet and in the couch, but if it's in your wallet and out in the open, you might hear it in the same room that you might be in, but if you're in a different room, you might have some trouble. And when it comes to the actual Bluetooth range, I did test this in my house. My house is about 40 feet across, and I found that in most instances, it worked best around 30 feet or less. Obviously, there's a lot of factors involved, but the closer you are to it, the more likely you are to connect to it.
You guys can't hear it, but it's going off.
If you're too far away, if you're more than 35 feet, there's probably no chance whatsoever when you're indoors. But if you're outside where there's less interference and if you're in prime conditions, obviously you'll get more. If you guys want to see a full max distance test where I take this out on a football field and compare it with a very similar Bluetooth tracker and put them in the same conditions and see which one does better, definitely let me know in the comments below. And if I get enough interest, I'll definitely do that for you guys. And for those who are wondering, this does not have a reverse finding feature. Unfortunately, Apple Find My does not have that feature where you can press a button on a device and ring your phone, unlike some other Bluetooth trackers that work on other networks. However, these devices do have a push button, just like most Bluetooth trackers out there. That is for setup only, or if you're going to bring this into your Android app, there's instructions how to switch this from Find My to the Android app so you can use this in Android. And last but not least, let's talk about the RFID blocking, which is the only reason I think you should buy this Bluetooth tracker. There are other better wallet trackers out there for Apple Find My, but none of them include the RFID blocking. Now, understand if you have an RFID blocking wallet that you love and it works great, use those other Bluetooth trackers. But if you want something minimalistic, maybe you just want to use a rubber band around, a couple credit cards, but you still want to be able to find it, something like this is perfect. And in my testing, this works great. Now, understand what they call this is electromagnetically opaque shield. That's their wording. This, in my testing, it only worked when the battery was on. So if it dies on you, it no longer has RFID blocking. So I kind of felt like this was an active RFID blocking, and actually when I tested this, when it did block it, it actually made a sound, which is really cool because if you do happen to hear it, you know someone is trying to scan your cards. So if you're like me and sometimes just want to be minimalistic and just take a couple cards and put it in a very minimalist wallet that doesn't have RFID blocking, something like this would be awesome. And if you happen to misplace it, obviously, you can go to Find My app and help you find it in no time. All right, guys, I hope this video was helpful. I would definitely leave links down below where you can pick up one of these if you're interested. Thanks for watching. I will see you guys on next video.